For one of my videos regarding dynamic blocks, somebody commented a very interesting question. So that was like whether it is possible to control the diameters of some circles based on the diameter of a particular circle within a dynamic block. Okay, let us look at it, how to create it. Okay, so I have this circle here. Okay, and I have say two more circles here, and I am making this as a block. Okay, just give it a name, then pick point, say somewhere here I am showing it. Open in block editor, hit OK. Now I am in block editor. What you have to do for this is go to this parametric tab here in the ribbon. Then go for this dimensional constraints panel. This is the dimensional constraints panel. So in that you can see this tool here, linear dimension, align dimension, radius, diameter, all these tools are there. Go for diameter constraint, okay, and select the arc or circle it is asking. I'm picking this one. Then once I click somewhere to place it, okay, it is asking me what should be the name of the parameter and what should be the value of the parameter. So here the name, I am going to change it. I am going to call it simply D, okay, and the value, for the value I am saying, say I need this to be 1 should be the value. Press enter key and you can see that this circle is now having 1 unit diameter. Okay, now I need to control these two circles based on this diameter. For that I will do the same thing. I will go to this diameter, okay, pick this one and place it there. And when it is asking me for this name and the value, this time I am not much bothered about this name here. It could be anything, let it be the default value. But here I am going to put a formula. Okay, so assume that I need to keep this circle as half of the diameter of this one. Okay, so here I will enter the formula d by 2. Either it is d divided by 2 or it could be d times 0.5. This also would work, whichever way you feel convenient. Now you can see this is half size of this circle. I need this circle to be double the size of this circle. So same thing, I will select this, go for this, pick somewhere to place it, and here the formula is going to be d times 2 and press enter. Now you can see this is the double size. Now one thing you have to notice is that here in the parameters manager you can see these three constraints, these dimensional constraints are shown. Okay, this is coming under, this is grouped under dimensional constraints here. Okay, so what you need to do is this, you want to control it outside the dynamic block. So for that what you have to do, right click on this and say convert parameter. Okay, so now this could be controlled outside the dynamic block editor. Okay, just say close block editor, save changes. Now you can see this block is there. As soon as I select it, you can see this grip is coming here. Okay, and if I change it, these circles are changing accordingly. Okay, like this. So this is the power of dynamic constraints. There are other constraints as well. Geometric constraint is there, dimensional constraint is there. Okay, so within dynamic block you can use any of these constraints, and with these options inside dynamic block, it's a very powerful way of working with blocks, and it is opening up so much of possibilities for you. So I would strongly recommend you go through these and just try to understand what is what. These geometric constraints are also very powerful tools, so explore them and learn. Okay, thank you.